Hi everybody, it's Wednesday today. I had to think about it then. Gosh, yes, Wednesday. Now, I couldn't talk to you myself yesterday because I went to the dentist in the morning. I was there most of the morning because I don't know if you can remember, but when we were eating our flatbread that we made, remember? My tooth broke. Can you remember? A piece of it came out, and then another piece came out, and another piece came out. So I've had a broken tooth for quite a long time. So yesterday I went to the dentist, and he was so clever, and he's mending my tooth. And it looks just like it always used to look. It's so clever, but I was there for ages. And I had to have an injection, or a few injections, in my mouth so that I couldn't feel what he was doing to make it go numb. So when I came home, my mouth was still numb, like this, on one side. And I couldn't talk properly. So I thought I'd better just put an older story on for you to watch yesterday. You don't want to see me drooling everywhere, do you? But that gave me the idea that perhaps we ought to do our toothbrushing songs with you. Because some of you did it a long time ago, a very long time ago, but we've not been able to brush teeth in school, in nursery, because of the virus and germs around. So we've not been able to really learn to do that this year, and it's something that's really important because keeping your teeth clean and healthy is so important, isn't it? Nobody wants black horrible teeth that hurt. Nobody wants their teeth falling out. So learning how to brush your teeth properly is very important. So we're going to learn it today, just like we would be doing it in nursery if we were there now. The only thing is I've got some big teeth, you know where they are, don't you? They're up on the shelf. And I didn't bring those home. So I'm going to have to sing and show you how to brush your teeth as well, without actually brushing my teeth. So you need to brush your teeth in the morning when you get up. Some people do it before their breakfast, some people do it after their breakfast. I think after's probably better, because it cleans your teeth ready for the day then, gets all the breakfast off them. But I think more importantly actually, is brushing your teeth before you go to bed. Because you've been eating food all day and the food gets on your teeth, and then germs get into that food, little bits of food around your teeth, and they eat the food but they eat your teeth as well, and your gums. And gums are the pink bits where your teeth go in. And if you don't brush them off, they're going to make your teeth go bad. And they might even come out, they might even fall out and not have healthy teeth. Nobody wants that. So brushing teeth is really important. Now, when you are your age, when you're 4 and 3, you need to let your mums or dads start you off with your toothbrushing, okay? They need to be doing it for you first, okay? Because they are going to get into all the bits. Make sure it's clean, we don't want to miss any bits. But when they've finished, you're going to do the last bit, okay? And that's what this is. And also, we brush teeth after snack and milk in nursery normally. And that's a good time for you to do it as well. You could do it in the morning after your snack or after your lunch, perhaps. You could do it all by yourself then. But mum or dad need to do it in the morning, and at night you need to let them do it first, and then you finish it off, okay? So, toothbrush. Okay, I've got my toothbrush here, okay? I'm just about getting ready for a new toothbrush because some of the bristles, these are bristles, are starting to stick out a bit at the side, and that means you need a new one. So I need to buy a new toothbrush. A little squirt, just the size of a little pea, onto your toothbrush. Now I'm not going to do that because I don't want it falling everywhere. And in nursery we've got magic toothpaste, and we use a tiny spot, and there's no foam then or bubbles, because we don't want it dripping everywhere, do we? You're all right when you're at home because you've got your bathroom, but we don't want dribbly dribble, so we use magic toothpaste, but at home just about a little bit, like a pea size. You don't want too much, okay? Now when we're in nursery we do it this way, okay? And we sing and you brush. You don't sing because you can't brush and sing at the same time, it's too hard. So if we learn this song, perhaps mum or dad could sing this for you, and you can do the brushing. But don't try and sing and brush. Okay, so when we start off in nursery, we're going to do the front part of your teeth. So you're going to put your teeth together, okay, so you can brush them. If you've got your mouth open like this, and some children do that, they're not brushing anything. They're not brushing the teeth, they're brushing a hole. No. So teeth together. and we're going to brush in a round and round, not scrub, don't scrub too hard, just firm and just gentle enough not to hurt. We don't want your teeth bleeding. And we're going to go round and round all those top ones at the front. And I don't know what I know to pull a funny face like that. So I'll sing the song and pretend to brush. Okay, here we go. So the toothbrush in your mouth goes round and round, round and round, round and round. The toothbrush in your mouth goes round and round all day long. So that's the first part. Now we need to do the flat parts that bite the food, which are near the back. And for those, you don't go round and round, we go back and forth, both sides, and flip your brush over, top and bottom. Okay, so quite a lot to do here. You can sing these verses more than one time, mums and dads, if you like. Should be about 2-3 minutes, okay? So here we go. The toothbrush in your mouth goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Flip it over. The toothbrush in your mouth goes back and forth all day long. Now you should be doing these flat bits all the way to the back of your mouth. So you've got to get your toothbrush right the way to the back, because those are your biting parts of your teeth and your chewing part. So food does get stuck in there. Yeah, mine feels fine today. Marvellous. Right, now, this time you're going to go into the side of your cheeks, because look, your teeth go all the way back there, all the way back there, and we don't want to miss the back ones. So you're going to clamp down, and I'll show you now. Tush, right inside your cheek. Look. And I'm brushing the front of those teeth at the back. On this side. And the insides of your teeth. So, on the top. You do the backs of your teeth as well as the front. So this is the song for that. The toothbrush in your mouth goes round and round. It's the same. Round and round, round and round. All day long. Now you can see why you don't sing and brush. Now the last one is for the backs of these front teeth. Okay, so you're going to get bit of a different song this time, just because we get a bit bored. So this is the way we brush our teeth, brush our teeth, brush our teeth. This is the way we brush our teeth in Griffithstown Nursery. Okay, so that's for the back of those teeth at the front. Okay, then you need to have a big rinse, put water in your mouth and go and spit it into the sink. And your teeth should feel lovely and clean. There should be no food bits in them. They should feel nice and smooth, because when your teeth are not very clean, they feel a bit rough and horrible. So when they're clean, they should feel nice and smooth, and your mouth will feel nice and clean. So that's how to brush your teeth. Don't forget, mums and dads have to start. They have to get all the rough stuff off and make sure you're getting into all the cracks. You must let them do that and start with your mouth open like this. And then teeth go like that. So mums and dads can do that. But then it's your turn to finish it off, like I just showed you. Okay? Really, really important job. I've got a poem somewhere about a girl called Lazy Leonard. No, a boy called Lazy Leonard. I'll see if I can find that. And that's about somebody who didn't brush their teeth and bad things happened. Okay, so that's that. I thought I'd share that with you because I was at the dentist yesterday. It made me think about it. We haven't really been able to do it in nursery, so over to you now. That's your job, very important. Okay, speaking about mouths, I want us to learn, I've got some cards here, and these are my mouth movement cards. Now, when we talk about anything, when we speak to anybody, it's really important that we use our mouths properly to say all the sounds in our words. Because if we don't, it might be really hard for people to understand what we want to say to them, and then we'll get cross because they won't understand us. So these cards help us to use our mouth. They're like exercises for our mouth to help us to say sounds properly, and they're really good fun. Okay, now I've got a box full. I've taken half of them to learn today, and then perhaps we'll do half tomorrow, and then we'll know them all, so that when I show you these cards, you'll be able to say the sounds. Now, it's really important you say them properly. That's the whole point. We've got to teach our lips and our tongues and our throat to shape themselves in the right shape to make these sounds, because these are sounds we're going to use all the time when we're talking. Okay, we're just doing one sound at a time here. When we're talking, we put lots of sounds together to make the words. Okay, so this is mouth movement cards. Okay, should we go through them? You will remember these sounds in the end. Okay, so, a clock. And these words are the sound that the clock makes. Listen really carefully. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Can you hear? Starts with a t, 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 t. You're using your tongue up against the top of your mouth for that one. T, teeth together. T, t, t. But then at the end, tick. Can you hear that k sound? That's one that you make in the back of your throat. K. Okay, and that's really important to learn that one. I've heard some children say this like this. T, ta, t, ta. No, not right. We've got to do that k sound. I've got to really be able to hear it, okay? Tick, tock, tick, tock. Okay, practice that. Practice saying that one really properly. Whenever I show you that card, that's the sound I want you to make. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Really be able to hear that. Put them there. Try them again in a minute. Okay, this is a different one. Ooh, now, little girl. She's on a space hopper. Okay. And what she's doing is this. Boing, 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 boing. Can you hear that? So I'm saying the beginning of it's quite clear. Boing, boing. But at the end, it's another one of those sounds you make with your throat. Okay. So you've got to say it really clearly. Listen. Boing, boing. You're saying it more than you would normally. Okay, we're getting our throat to work really hard. Boing, 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 boing. Okay, really want to hear that sound at the end. That's that one. This one's an easy one. Ready? Ooh, you know what that is, don't you? And he's saying this. S, s. Put your teeth together. It's a blowing sound. Keep it going as long as you can. Ready? You need to take a big breath in so that you can blow it out into a long sound. You're going to remember that one, aren't you? Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. Somebody's looking a bit worried, a bit upset. This is what they're doing. Oh. Oh. Oh, can you see I'm making a circle with my lips? It's like the circling. Oh, oh, it's quite a long sound, this one. Oh, can you do it? Oh, okay. A bit upset that something's happened, I think. Sad, just a bit disappointed. Oh, I do that quite often, don't I? Right, one more for today. Okay. Okay, steam train. A steam train. It's puffing out the smoke. And as it does that, it's making this sound. I'm going to put it down because I need to do the arm action. Ch, 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 ch. Watch my lips do that. Ch, 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 ch. Okay, it's like sound when we're chopping as well. Okay. Ch, ch. Make sure you're saying that properly. You need that for all sorts of words like chair, and chips, and chocolate. Lots of my favourite words there. Ch, ch, ch. Right, let's run through the ones that we've done today, just to see if you can remember, and then we'll have some new ones tomorrow, and then hopefully by the end we'll know them all. Right, I'm mixing them up. Okay, here we go. Ready? Say it. Put your teeth together. Did you remember that one? Okay. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Remember that k at the end? It's very important. That's the main part of this sound, okay? Tick, tock. Brilliant. Ch, 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 ch. Be careful not to say t, t. No, different sound. Ch. Pushing your lips really forward there. Ch, ch, ch. We don't want to be saying tips and chocolate, do we? Chips, chocolate. Okay, get that ch sound right. Next one. Boing, 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 boing. Remember that g, g, g comes right from in your throat. Last one. Oh, big circle with your mouth. Oh, make it long. Big breath in. Oh, spot on. Right, we'll learn some more tomorrow, and then we'll know them all. And when we run through them, you can practice your mouth sounds. Right, one more thing. Got my little book here. I'll push, you pull. This goes with all the work we've been doing in our pack this week, doesn't it? About pushes and pulls. So, let's have a look. It's not a long story. I'll push, you pull. Okay, so they've got their go-kart. And the girl's saying, I'll push, and you pull. This must be quite a hard go-kart to make work. I'll push. She's saying it in a speech bubble. They're the words and they're coming out of her mouth, so we know he's saying it. I'll push and you pull. Good Lord, it's hard work. Pulling uphill is hard. You're trying to pull her up the hill in the go-kart. She's a bit of a lazy sausage, can't she pedal? Perhaps there's no pedals, I don't know. Pushing downhill is easy. Yeah. Pushing uphill's not easy, is it? Mr. Grumpy and his friends know that. But it's much easier when you're going down. There we are. I'll push a swing. Oh, if you're helping somebody, you push them. I think she needs to stand back a little bit because that swing is going to go forwards and come back. And my bumper, she needs to stand back a little bit. And this little boy says, he pulls the thread. So he's doing some sewing there, look. So you push it up through from the back and then pull it out the other side. He pulls the thread. Lots of pushes and pulls. Push and pulls everywhere, aren't they? Have a look. I push the baby buggy. Oh, there's a helpful brother. Yep, you've got to push babies along. They can't walk far themselves, so you've got to push them along in their buggies. The photo here. The rowers pull the oars. Now, the oars are those pieces of wood that go into the water that help the boat move along, this sort of boat. And you have to put it into the water and then pull. Take it out of the water, put it back in, pull, and that's what makes the boat move along, pulling it through the water, and it's very, very hard work, which is why they look very tired. See the canoe at the top as well? Yeah, pulling on the oars. And, oh, there's a question. What else pushes? Ah, now look at this special vehicle. The snow plow pushes the snow off the road. Very important when we have lots of snow, and in countries that have lots of snow, the snow plows go along the roads which are covered in snow, And this big flat pushing blade at the front pushes the snow. Can you see it's a bit sideways? Because it's pushing it to the sides of the roads, so the roads are more clear and the cars can drive. Very important. And this one says, what else pulls? The train pulls the trucks. Yeah, so the engine that's at the front, okay, pulls the trucks along at the back. Very strong engine to pull all those trucks. I pull on my boots. Yep. But what about when you want to take them off? I suppose somebody else could pull them off, or you could push them perhaps. No, I think you still pull, don't you? Yeah. When you put your feet in, you're pushing your feet in, but then you have to pull your boots up. It's all everywhere, pushes and pulls. And she pushes down on the pedals, because that's how pedals work. You have to push them around with your feet. If you just sit on a bike, you won't move. You have to push it along, either with your feet on the floor for push bikes, or pushing around the pedals. Have a look next time you ride your bike. See how you're pushing. I pull up the weeds. She's pulling the weeds in the garden. They're the plants that you don't want to grow because they take over the garden. So she's pulling those up. Okay. I don't do that very often. And he pushes the wheelbarrow. Oh, we know all about pushing a wheelbarrow, don't we? Got a nursery wheelbarrow that you push around. Just like that, man. It's quite hard work by the look of it. Right. Oh my goodness. The man lifts the weights. He's lifting those off the floor. They're very, very heavy. And pushes them into the air. That's what you've got to do in a competition for weightlifting. You've got to get it right up in the air with your arms straight to score any points at all. If you don't manage to do that, you don't score any points. He's super strong, isn't he? Lots of muscles. You're welcome, mummies. Any more pages? There are more pages. The tractor, it's a good one, pulls the plough. So this tractor is pulling this thing here, which is the plough, which is digging up the soil. We saw this in our other vehicle books, digging up the soil ready for planting new seeds. And then the bulldozer pushes the earth. So this is usually when somebody's building something and you've got to move the earth out of the way from where you want to build. So that big vehicle, which you can only just see, and he's got caterpillar tracks, can you see? Is pushing this massive load of soil from one place to another. Bulldozer, so strong. Big push. Couldn't do that with your arms, could you? Couldn't push all that soil with your arms. Oh, this is a good one. Might need this one. I push the sledge. Oh, they're having a ride and he's pushing it along. Oh, he's jumped on now. And ride. Yippee! Then we have to pull the sleigh up the hill again. Yeah, that's the bit that's not so much fun, but still. So you've got to pull it up the hill and then push the sledge to get it going and jump on. Fabulous. We all push Mum's car. Oh, look. Not Mr. Gumpy this time. I think Mum's car's broken down and they're all pushing it. Well, doggy needs to get out of the way. Perhaps they could manage to get it started by pushing it. Big help. Hard to push a car though. And we all pull in a tug of war. That's where you have a competition. 2 teams. See at the top? There's one team. There's another team. You have a mark in the middle. Everybody pulls. You have to see which one manages to pull the other team past the mark. Tug of war. I did that once and hit my hands on the rope, so I've never done it again. And we all fall over. Yes, that happens too. We all fall over. So if one team pulls very hard and the other team stops, you fall over backwards. Or they might pull the team that's not so strong might get pulled over forwards. And I think that's the end because this speech bubble says goodbye. Let's just check. Ooh, there's some questions. No more story, but some questions. Which things on this page push. Let's have a look. Show you both pages. Well, we know the bulldozer does, but you can talk about the other things. Not going to help. Which things pull? So you can talk about that. Which things can push and pull? Ooh, which things could push and pull? So you can talk about that. Okay, you can pause that and talk about which things push, which things pull, which can do both. That's the end. Did you like that one? Just more thinking about pushing and pulling, isn't it? Okay, well, it's time to go now. And you've still got lots of work to do in your pack, I'm sure. Ask your mums and dads, your grown-ups, to let me know what you've been doing. I need to know who's doing their work. And mummies and daddies, if somebody won't do their work and they say, no, I want to play, they won't do their work, let me know that too. I might have to have a word. But I'm sure everybody is doing the work, and I'm hearing lots of great things about your work, and I'm seeing some fantastic photographs. So well done, everybody who's working hard. There will be another pack next week. I'm getting it ready. So crack on, get your jobs finished for this week, and then you have a nice rest over the weekend and ready for your new packs next week. Okay, I'm going to go now. So I'm going to say double key.